welcome to the Don't Get Fooled show with Big Green Nation NBA semifinals. Let's go, Ace.
Bam. All right, boys and girls. Second round of the NBA playoffs. What a first round, Big Ree.
Amazing.
A few major upsets that happened. And
no doubt.
an exciting first round for sure. But, the second round is going to even be more fire, Big Ree.
For sure.
There are some big time matchups, so cannot wait. We're going to get right into the docket of games for the second round. Let's start off, though, real quickly. We're going to go off a recap of our picks and predictions from round one, Big Ree. Let's start off in the Western Conference Finals. In the Western Conference round one, we had the number one Nuggets versus Minnesota. This went to 5. The Nuggets won in 5 versus Minnesota. Your prediction was Nuggets in 5, so you hit this exactly. And I had Nuggets in 5 also, so we both hit this right on the mark.
For sure.
So that was good. So that was pretty straightforward series. I mean, Minnesota actually they won Game 4. They could have won Game 5 too, and so I give them credit for at first it looked like a sweep, and they showed some life towards the end. But my takeaway here is they got to get a point guard. Mike Conley's too old.
Yeah, I agree.
They got to get a point guard that can pass, they can score, and they can play D.
And Karl Anthony Towns has to step up too.
He does. He's good.
Not it anymore. He's not in it.
Well, I mean, Edwards is stepping up and playing well, but they need to have that 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
But I think they need a point guard, and Conley is just too old.
For sure, he's too old.
And obviously, McDaniels probably being out with a broken hand hurt them a little bit.
Yeah, hurt them a lot, for sure.
Because they didn't have a defender against any of these guys, but they still, I mean, Gobert, look, you know what you're getting out of him, but they need a point guard. I think they need a scoring point guard that can play D also.
Yeah.
Not like a D-Lo that just chucks up shots and kind of throws all these other guys. You want Edwards and Cat shooting most of the shots. But you need someone that can still score, give you probably 16, maybe 18, 8-9 assists.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know who's gonna do that though in today's game.
Yeah, but they gotta find somebody.
Yeah.
They ain't going nowhere with Conley. That's my thought. But anyhow, let's get into the second matchup. The number 2 Memphis Grizzlies versus the number 7 Los Angeles Lakers. Your Los Angeles Lakers, Big Ree. You had the Lakers in 6. I had Memphis in 7. Lakers 1 and 6. So you got that exactly right, Big Ree. Again.
Yeah, I mean, if it was going to 7, I don't think they would win it. And they played it like it was Game 7. Game 6 like it was Game 7.
Yep.
LeBron even said it. And as I mentioned on the previous vlog, not having Steven Adams and Brandon Clark was a huge deal.
Yep.
And that really helped the Lakers, and they just gave it to them. And obviously, Dylan Brooks saying some dumb stuff and then denying it. I mean, it was a good first series for the Lakers. And now we'll see what's going to happen in the second round with them.
Yeah, I mean, my quick thoughts are, first, give credit to the Lakers. They played well. AD played well. LeBron, Reeves, D'Lo, everybody chipped in. Everybody had good games. They played well. So I don't want to make excuses for Memphis. Lakers played well. And Memphis, just a bad year for them. They had the Ja Morant distraction, right?
Yeah.
And that kind of messed him up. Then he hurt his hand in Game 1, was it?
Yeah.
And definitely he was affected. Dylan Brooks talking too much trash, not being able to back it up. And then he just looked like he was just not doing anything after that.
Yeah.
He didn't even look like he wanted the ball or wanted to play defense or anything. So I don't know what's going on. They got obviously Bane, Dylan Brooks. They got John Morant. They got Jaren Jackson Jr. But they're still missing some pieces. And because right now, Ja wasn't even playing aggressive. I don't know what he was doing. He didn't look like himself, man.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go anywhere, even with a healthy team. I think their ceiling is conference finals.
Maybe, but I'm saying they need to add. They need to add some players. They don't have the talent right now as it's constructed. You're right. They're a good team, but when the playoffs come around, the game slows down, and you'll see. We'll talk about some other teams. It's a whole different game.
For sure, yeah.
Because now, what we always talk about, we stay away from giving our picks for regular season. It's a complete joke.
Yeah.
No one's playing at 100%. it's a complete joke. And then the playoffs come, it's actual basketball.
Yeah.
This is when the actual basketball is being played.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if we started putting our picks in game by game, we'd be killing it this year. But we didn't. But I'm just saying, now actual basketball is being played, and you're seeing the flaws that these teams have. And Memphis, not enough scoring.
Right.
Jaw wasn't being aggressive, but other than after Bane, who's scoring on that team? Brooks ain't doing anything.
Exactly.
Jaren Jackson, he's okay, but he wasn't like putting up monster numbers other than
Right.
one game. They don't have enough scoring. But anyhow, look, give credit to the Lakers. They played well. I don't want to take anything away from them. Sacramento versus Golden State, Big Ree. Sacramento 3, Golden State 6. You had Golden State in 7. I had Golden State in 7. Golden State 1 and 7. So we got that right on the head. You had the first 3 series right 100%, Big Ree. Very impressed. Good work. Look, Sacramento's up and coming team, but obviously I think De'Aaron Fox's injury hurt them because he wasn't. I don't think he was the same. He was still good, but he wasn't the same player. But even so, even if he was healthy, I don't think they're winning this series.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that's an excuse. And credit to the Warriors. Steph Curry balled out Game 7. I don't like the guy, but I give credit when credit's due.
Huge baller, 50 piece on them.
Yeah.
But you know what? My takeaway here for Sacramento, I'm only giving takeaways for the losing teams. I'll get into the winning teams when we go over this.
Exactly.
But the losing team, Sacramento, dude, Sabonis got exposed.
100%.
Got exposed.
100%.
Like, I was a big fan of this guy, but in the playoffs, you got exposed.
Yep,
you
facts.
can't shoot a jumper, can't shoot a 3, and throwing some wild ass crap, couldn't make some layups.
Yeah.
He got exposed, and he looked soft against Draymond.
Yeah.
Draymond was punking this guy, and Looney.
Yeah.
He got exposed.
Yeah.
That's not how an all-star is supposed to play. And De'Aaron Fox, Monk played well. Keegan Murray's a rookie. He didn't play up to expectations. Herder had some good games, but look, good momentum for them. They haven't made the playoffs in 15 years or something, and so good momentum. They made the playoffs. They won some games. They got to Game 7 against the defending champs. Congrats! It's a winning season for them.
100% agree.
Winning season, winning season for the ownerships. That owner, I have no faith in him at all. And so I'll give them credit. Like, look, this is a winning season for them.
100% agree.
And so, look, they gotta add some more pieces, but congrats. Now let's get into the 4-5. We have the Clippers versus Phoenix. You had Phoenix in 7. I had Phoenix in 7. Phoenix 1 and 5. What are your thoughts here, Big Ree?
I mean, obviously the biggest thought here is Kawhi going down.
Yep.
If Kawhi doesn't go down, this goes to 7 for sure, in my opinion. And even the Clippers have a good chance of winning too. I hate the Clippers. I'll make that clear too. But I will say they have a great chance of winning. And Phoenix was struggling even on the games without Kawhi. So that's a big red sign for them as they lost Game 1. And Game 2 is currently going on right now as we're filming. So we'll have to see on that. And I don't know what to say, but I mean, Westbrook played great. I hate him too, so I'll give him credit too. Besides the last game, obviously went 3 for 18 or something like that, but that's what it comes down to. I mean, when you have 2 shooters that are going to shoot, and D Book's going to outscore your whole team in the third quarter, and you're not going to win.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, I think the big storyline is Kawhi being out. That's it. You lose your best player, right? And now you're lost both of your top 2 players.
Right, yeah.
You can't win any games in the playoffs versus good teams, especially with a team that's almost favored to come out of the West.
Yeah.
You just can't win. That's the big deal. But I want to give them credit. They competed without these 2 guys.
Sure, yeah.
They were in almost all of those games. Like
Yeah.
at some in the second half, maybe in the third quarter, it was like a 4 or 5 point game with their 2 best players.
Right.
Westbrook, look, he played well, but he's not a number 1. He's not a number 2. His role is a 3, 3.
Right, yeah.
Maybe 3B. And so, yeah, he played well, but he can't carry the team for multiple games. You get what I'm saying? He could maybe one game be the best player on the floor, but so that was a series. Kawhi got hurt, and I don't know what happened, and is what it is. I don't even want to spend too much energy on the Clippers. It is what it is, dude. They lost, and I want to see the team come back in full strength next year. I hope they keep most of the pieces. Shout out to Mason Plumlee. He had a good Game 5. That guy was balling out, and you know how I feel about
Yeah,
Mason
you
Plumlee,
talked a
but
lot of crap.
he played well. You know, I mean, I like him for 15 minutes, but he played much more and he played well. But look, you got all the West teams to win correctly, Big Ree. All of them, all 4. I got 3, you got all 4, and 3 of them you got it right on. The Phoenix one would have won 7 if Kawhi.
For sure.
If he
100%.
plays at least 6.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
at
going
least.
at least 6, maybe 7, maybe they even win potentially.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you probably could have got a clean sweep. Let's get into the Eastern Conference with the Bucks versus Miami. You had Bucks in 5, I had Bucks in 5. Miami won in 5. Quickly, what are your thoughts, Big Ree?
I mean, obviously, with this one too, Giannis getting injured, but
Huge.
even with Giannis getting injured, they still should be a better team than Miami. Hero got hurt, and Giannis didn't seem to be himself. Jimmy Butler balled out, so
Yep.
I mean, kudos to Jimmy. So I don't know what to say, but more just shocked. That's the one word I got.
Very shocked. I think Giannis getting hurt, they lost a lot of momentum from the first game. And, you know, when they lost that game, you do lose confidence, right? Your best player's out. You don't know how he's going to come back. And you lose confidence. And sometimes it's about matchups, right? And it was just a bad matchup and without Giannis. And they should have still won. But I think they lost a lot of momentum. I was talking a lot of crap about Jimmy Butler, how he's not a number 1. And he balled out. I stick to my word. He's not a number 1. He's not a number 1. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
But unfortunately, he's playing the Knicks. Right, like the Knicks are not. I have no impressed with the Knicks either.
Yeah.
But Jimmy's not a number 1. He's not taking you to a championship. I stand by that.
Yeah.
But
which is great.
kudos, he balled out. I'll give him that. But like, he's not a number 1. But this is just a shocking loss by the Bucks. But you know what? They'll be back.
Yeah.
But they gotta add some pieces like this. You know, Drew Holiday, Middleton, Giannis.
I think Cash might leave. He has player options.
They gotta.
There's going to be a lot of player options. There's going to be a lot of movement on that team. Excuse me.
I agree, but they got to do something. So I'm just not a big fan there. But they'll be back. But that's a shocking. I think nobody saw this coming. You could say you saw Miami winning, but not in 5. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody. Boston versus Atlanta, the 2-7. You had Boston in 6. That hit. I had Atlanta in 7. Obviously, that didn't hit. Boston in 6. Quickly, what's your thought on this series, Big Reed?
Yeah, I think the Hawks played better than they were supposed to, and it should have been in 5 most likely. And then
Trae Young.
The Trae Young with the 3, and then they should have won Game 6. Honestly, Atlanta
Yeah, they should have.
should have won to 7.
I agree.
But kudos to Trae Young. I mean, Boston was expected to win this.
Yeah.
And now they're expected to win the next series, which we'll get into. I won't say anything else, but we'll get into. But Atlanta has a good future, but I don't think they have a ceiling to go anywhere. Just like Memphis, they're kind of like Memphis.
Yeah, young team, a lot of talent. Look, Trae Young played well. Boston Atlanta's defense just didn't step up. They let these guys kind of do whatever they want on offense. They were getting abused offensively. So, but we're not going to spend too much time on that series. I thought Atlanta could pull it off. They didn't. I thought that was going to go to Game 7. And when it's a Game 7, anything can happen. But
Right.
I still like the pick. I still like Atlanta, but they have to make some moves. Philly versus Brooklyn. You said 6. I said Philly in 6. They won in 4.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to them. I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, I think the bottom line, we're not going to spend too much time. Bottom line is Brooklyn's they don't got enough offense. That's it. They just can't score the ball. You got Bridges and that's it. But nobody else can put up points. I don't know why they didn't let Cam Thomas play a little bit more. That guy can score.
That's stupid.
At least you know you can't score. You need someone that can score. I would put him in.
Yeah.
But then Cavs and Knicks. This was a big one. I had Cavs in 6. You had Cavs in 7. Knicks 1 and 5.
Yeah, this was crazy.
What is your thought here, Big Ree?
I mean, Brunson balled out. Julius Randle played well, who even got hurt in Game 5. And the role players stepped up too. Just getting momentum. And I read one tweet that's saying the Cavs are going to be the Blazers of this decade of the Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum along with Jared Allen as well as Marcus Aldridge in there.
Yep.
So I could see that. But yeah, kudos to the Knicks. They deserve credit. No flashy players, just getting the job done. They were riding in New York like they won the championship.
Well, they haven't
Yeah.
won in a long time or won anything in a long time, so they deserve to get something to celebrate. Knicks fans are pretty wild, bro. I've seen some videos, and these guys don't play around. But definitely, I've been to the Garden, but I haven't watched a game, so I want to be able to maybe next year get to a game in the Garden. But look, Knicks balanced roster: Brunson, Randall, Barrett, Josh Hart. They got balanced roster, obviously constructed. Cavs, that's an interesting comparison. The two small guards and then some bigs. But I've said this all along with the Cavs. I like the Cavs, but this was my one worry: is you got two really good guards, Garland and Mitchell. You got two bigs, but they can't create. So you're basically only playing with two guys that can create.
Right.
Mobley can't create. Allen can't create. Those are offensive liabilities. I wouldn't say Mobley, but Allen's an offensive liability.
Sure,
Mobley can't create on his own, so he's got to improve that and be able to be more able to create.
Yeah.
If they're, he's getting comparisons to Anthony Davis, so he's got to be able to do that. But then they need more wings. They need more wing players. That 6'4" to 6'8" player that can dribble, they can play D, they can hit threes. They need more of that, and they got exposed. Nobody saw them bouncing out in 5.
Right.
They got to make some adjustments. But kudos to the Knicks to get to the second round.
Yeah.
Can't believe Knicks or Miami is going to be in the freaking conference finals. What a joke. What a joke. None of those teams are going to the finals.
What does they do?
None of those teams are going to the finals. It's not even.
No
chance.
BLD for Hemi Butler?
No chance. None of those guys are going to the finals.
Okay,
No
on the
chance.
record.
No chance at all. Absolutely. No chance. Good luck. You guys had a good series 1. You guys got some breaks and won, but no chance at all. You guys, none of those teams are going. Knicks are done. Knicks fans, enjoy it. Enjoy it. And they already lost in game. We'll talk about that. Let's get into round 2, the semifinals, Big Ree. Let's get right into it now. The first, let's start in the West, Big Ree, and we got the 1 versus the 4. We got the Denver Nuggets versus the Phoenix Suns. Denver won game 1 big by 20 points. What are your thoughts here, Big Ree?
Yeah, before the series started, I had Denver in 7, and I'm sticking with it. Denver is a really hard place to play, especially with the altitude, the crowd as well. I've been there at the Ball Arena. Definitely a hard place to play, and I think they just have more depth than Phoenix. Phoenix just has 3 to 4 weapons, and that's it.
Yep.
And then we got to come down to they will win games, but they're not going to win the series. And everyone, no one talks about the Nuggets. Like, people talk about the Lakers, Warriors.
Yep.
And we talk about the Suns, but no one talks about the Nuggets. I got the Nuggets winning.
You got the Nuggets in 7.
Nuggets in 7, Denver in 7.
So look, Nuggets, fully balanced team. Obviously, quick work. Minnesota, they got first time they're fully healthy with Aaron Gordon. They got some bench players. They're a good team overall. And then Phoenix, kind of what you said, is no bench really.
Right.
Outside of Paul, Aiden, Booker, and Durant. But honestly, if Booker and Durant play, I don't think they need much more, to be honest.
Yeah, they need 30 from each of them to be competitive.
They do need about 30 from each of them. 15 from Aiden, 15 from Paul. So you get 90 from that 4. I think that's going to be enough to get you to win this series.
Right.
Because Booker is just playing lights out. If you can continue that. And then I think Durant's actually going to play better this series.
For sure, he
I
is.
think Durant averages 35 to 40 this series.
Yeah, he needs to for them to win.
And look, this is a really good, fun series to watch for sure. I like Phoenix in 7 here, Big Ree.
Okay.
I think, and I said this: whoever wins this series is winning the West.
Okay, so no chance for Warriors or Lakers.
Warriors are none of them are winning the West.
So Warriors and Lakers have no chance.
No chance at all.
Okay, just
Look,
to be clear.
you guys can enjoy this series. It's going to be a great, and we'll get into that right now. It's going to be a great series.
So Warriors
Let's
and Lakers have
let's
no
just
chance,
get right into that.
and Knicks and Heat have no chance.
Yeah, let's get right into that. Let's just get right into the second matchup, which we have the 6th seed Golden State Warriors versus the 7th seed Los Angeles Lakers. Big Ree, what are your thoughts here?
Really good matchup. Everyone wants to see this. Probably have the best ratings. LeBron versus Curry. Everyone's been waiting for this since 2018.
Yep.
Pretty evenly balanced. I'd give Golden State the edge on the talent, but I'm gonna go with the Lakers in 6. It's a biased pick. Obviously,
In 6?
In 6, yeah. Because if it goes to 7, I don't think they can win.
Got it. Okay, I see.
Just like I said with Memphis.
I see what you're saying.
Golden State's a really hard.
They got
to
to
play.
close out at home.
The crowd is gonna be lit. If this does go 7, they have a better chance of winning this 7 than the Memphis one, because the timing is not different. It is in the same state, so not much traveling. But
That's
I
a
got
good
the
point.
Lakers in 6. It can go either way. I mean, the Warriors do open up as the favorite at -160 for the series, and -4.5 for the game 1. So we'll have to see. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of X factors, obviously. Not who's gonna stop Curry, who's gonna guard him. No one can stop the star players.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about the role players, who's gonna step up and who's not. And I mean, Jordan Poole's been playing pretty bad for them too. So if they can keep shutting him down and like their third person, so I mean, Looney's been playing great, even though he's not scoring a lot. He's getting a lot of rebounds. That's a big thing for them. So I hope the Lakers play Mo Bamba this series.
What, to match up against
Looney? Yeah, but they might go small because the Warriors always go small. But yeah, I got the Lakers in 6. It's a biased pick. It can go either way.
Lakers in 6 is your
Yeah.
pick. Yeah, this is going to be a really good series. Obviously, who doesn't want to watch LeBron versus Curry? And then you got Curry, Clay, Draymond. You got AD. A lot of fun players to watch here. Super exciting matchup. Obviously, the big winner here is the NBA.
For sure.
They went from Memphis versus Sacramento to Golden State versus the Lakers. What a doozy of a game series that would have been, Sacramento versus Memphis. And then you get LeBron Warriors against Lakers. Huge win for the NBA in general. They are just licking their chops. Like, this is just great for the NBA. Cannot wait. I'm gonna watch every single series. Might even try to go to the game here in LA. At the crypto.com arena.
We did attend game 1, Grizzlies, Lakers.
Oh, that's
game
right.
3.
We went to the home game 1, game 3 overall. Went to that game. That was a sick game.
Yeah, for sure.
Got invited by some VIP into the suites. That was great.
That was great.
That was my
first time ever in a box.
First time in a suite.
Box, whatever you want to call it.
Big
time.
Big VIP. Can't put his name out there, but you know, we'll just AKA the
unit.
The unit that goes by
Shout
the
out to the unit.
Shout out to the unit for hooking us up with VIP seats in the suite. And that was great. That was a great experience, Big Reed.
Yeah.
Watching the game in the suite, you know, your own suite.
Yeah.
I think it holds about like 15 people in the suite. They got all this food, the dessert bar.
The dessert bar.
The dessert cart where they
dessert
bring
cart.
the cart to the thing and all you can eat.
Yeah.
The food is fully loaded. Pizza, tenders, French fries, burgers. I mean, it was just bomb. Soda, chips. I mean, you can't beat that. So it was a great experience. So shout out to the unit junior as well. Junior 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so appreciate it. But that was a great experience. So maybe, you know, potentially we might get invited again to, you know, another suite. Potentially, because this is a different series.
Yeah.
Well, these are just to get into the house. This
like
is $700
Yeah.
just to get into the house.
Exactly. Yeah.
So into a suite, that's about a $1,200 to $1,500 value.
Yeah, 100%.
So I don't even know, you know, I mean, you're a big Laker fan, so I know you're going to be jumping on that opportunity if the unit gets you invited, though. Yeah. So, but that's going to be great. But yeah, this is going to be a great series. Cannot wait. Look, I think Curry, you can't stop him. You just got to hope to contain him. I don't see Lakers with
100% agree.
I don't think Lakers have enough defenders that I think you could just put him on Curry. But I think LeBron will give you close to 25 a game. AD, I think, is going to play well.
AD has to eat. He's the one.
And I think he will. I think he's playing well. He will. Lakers got a variety of players. So they got 9 players that can get you 15 to 20.
Yeah.
And I think the Lakers are going to play well. And look, I think the difference for me is the experience of the Lakers versus if you want to compare it to like Sacramento, right? Like Sacramento could have won that series, but they didn't have the experience to close these guys out. And I think the Lakers have that experience. I think it's going to be a really good series. It's a tough one. This is a tough one, but I think the Lakers win in 7 here. Do you agree?
Yeah, I would love to see that.
I think they win in 7 in Golden State.
That would be great.
In Golden State, I think they win in 7.
Yeah, one of our guests actually picked the same pick as you, our guest Z-Ball that comes on.
Oh, really? The
he
Z-Ball
told me
from the
Lakers
Z-Ball
in
podcast?
7. Yeah.
So Z-Ball likes Lakers in 7.
Lakers in 7 as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think they win in 7. I think the Lakers win in 7. I think it's going to be a really good series. I mean, obviously, if the Warriors won, I'm not going to be, oh my gosh, it's a huge surprise. You got Clay. When you got Clay and Steph, you can win any game. Those two guys.
Agree.
And then you got Poole that can potentially go off. But here's the question leading into that. Who's your X factor for each team? Let's start with the Warriors. Who's your X factor? One guy that you think, if this guy plays well, they're winning. That's it.
I would say Jordan Poole.
Poole. Okay. I'm not a big fan of Jordan Poole.
I'm not either, but it's either Poole or Draymond.
I think, Poole, I think he's overrated. He had a really good year and he pulled it off. I think he's overrated. He can go off on games, but he's not an efficient guy. I mean, he looked really good last year, but obviously this year it was a completely different story.
Right.
But I'm not counting on him. I think they're gonna try to probably put Kuminga in a little bit more. I think Welvin will play well. He'll do what he needs to do. He'll play. But I think Clay will have a couple of big games, maybe 2 big games of 30 points.
That could be. That's big too.
So I would say Clay, or I'm gonna call out Kuminga. I think you get what you get from Wiggins, but I think Kuminga is the X factor, and I'm calling that he plays pretty well, and he'll have some double-digit games. But I like the Lakers in 7 here. Do you agree?
Okay.
That's my pick. I think, but I want to make this clear. Now I can clear this up that neither the Warriors or the Lakers are winning the Western Conference.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. This is a consolation round. Let them fight it out, duke it out, be happy to make the conference finals. But none of these teams are winning the conference. Clear as day. No chance at all.
I just want to say the Warriors have the second best odds to win it all right now. I'm just gonna.
That's fine. I don't pay attention to odds.
I'm just leaving it out there.
That's it.
I'm not telling you right there. I'm just leaving it out
to win the
there.
West or win the whole thing?
To win the whole thing.
Okay.
After Boston is
well,
won.
people want to lose money. You guys listen to that. They have.
I'm
just telling you, they have no chance to win the West. They have no chance at all. The Lakers have no chance, and the Warriors have no chance at all to win the West.
Okay.
Whoever wins the Nuggets and Phoenix series is winning the West. Okay. It's done. That's it. That's the team that's winning.
Okay.
But I want to make this clear. Even though I think the Lakers are gonna win, I would love to see a Phoenix Golden State Conference Finals. I would love to see that Durant against Durant and Booker versus the Golden State. I would love that.
Okay.
So,
which is great.
So let's get into the East. Eastern Conference. We got the number 2 Boston Celtics versus the number 3 Philadelphia 76ers. Embiid ruled out of Game 1. We just got word that the Sixers won Game 1,
which is fabulous,
without Embiid.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts here, Big Ree?
Yeah, I thought without Embiid they would probably get done in 5. But if Embiid plays, then the Celtics in 6. But obviously, I think Harden is just better individually with no other star player. Like, he can drop 40 any game.
Which he did today.
Yeah, he dropped like 45, I believe. So I don't know. I mean, these guys, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they always give the other team a shot when you have full control of the series. Even before it starts with Embiid out, you have full control.
Full control, and you have home court.
Yeah, and you lose at home. Now they have home court. So I don't know now. My original pick was Boston in 6, but now I'm kind of scratching my head but I don't know. But I'm gonna stick with Boston in 6.
Okay, you're sticking with Boston in 6.
Yeah.
Look, this is gonna be a good series. Obviously, without Embiid, this is a big doozy.
For sure.
I don't even know when he's gonna play.
Exactly, and even when he plays, he's not gonna be 100%.
Yeah.
So
that changes everything, and you already know how I feel about the Sixers.
Yeah.
And not more so about the players, about the coach.
Yeah.
Doc, you guys already know how I feel about Doc Rivers. I mean, Boston, you got 2 studs in Tatum and Brown. Smart, just a role player, good defender. Brogdon playing good off the bench. Al Horford, nothing too exciting there. And then you got Philly, who Harden, obviously I agree with you, he plays better when he's the main guy. He can drop 30 a game easy. Maxey, okay, he's all right. Not a huge fan of Harris anymore. Just always disappoints me. PJ Tucker is a defender. I think this is kind of one of those fluke wins.
Yeah, most likely. That's what I'm thinking.
This is a fluke win, and I see this series going exactly like the Clippers Phoenix series. Clippers won
you could be
game
right.
one,
BOD.
and then Phoenix wins the next 4. I see Boston doing the exact same thing here.
Yeah, BOD.
I think they win 4 straight. At the most, maybe go to 6. But if I'm going to give a pick, I think Boston wins in 5.
Okay, fair.
I just have no faith in Philadelphia at all.
Yeah.
At all. No faith. At all. Doc Rivers just finds a way to lose games. It's how it is.
Yeah.
And without Embiid, like think about it. You don't even have 100% Embiid. Just forget about it. This is a fluke game. And it's not like Philly won by 20 here. They won by what, 2 or 4?
4, I believe.
Yeah, they won by 4. So they got they won. Congrats, they won on the road. But then you got to start a guy in PJ Tucker who plays 40 minutes that might score you 4 points.
Yeah.
You're not winning championships there. Obviously, he won a championship there with
Tatum had 39.
Yeah, so Tatum had a big game, I saw that he had like 30 with like 7 minutes left in the third. So what does that say? With 7 minutes left in the third, he had 30, and he only had 9 points after that in the last 20 minutes of the game. Your best player has 9 points in the last 20 minutes of the game. That's why you're losing.
Facts.
That's not going to happen again.
Facts.
Obviously, PJ Tucker, I was saying he won with Milwaukee, right? But they had a way better team. Giannis, Middleton, Drew Holiday. You got Harden and potentially a hurt Embiid, and you got Doc Rivers as your coach. Forget about it. No chance. And you know how I feel about Boston.
Yeah.
I know some big Boston fans that
Shea
are
Money.
just very passionate fans, delusional at times, right?
Shea Money.
But I got no faith, and I'm rolling with Boston in 5.
Okay.
That's a strong, at the most 6. This is not going 7. It's not going 7 at all.
Yeah.
Let's make that clear. And that's already knowing Philly's up 1-0.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the 5-8 matchup. We got the New York Knicks versus the Miami Heat. This game already is 1-0 Miami. And so what are your thoughts? They won 108, 101, I believe, yesterday.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Big Ree?
I mean, New York was playing good even with Randall out, and then Miami took over in the second half. Obviously, Jimmy Butler carrying this team right now as a number 1.
As the number 1.
And I don't know, but I still think New York is a better team. I had New York in 7 from the start before we even did this, and I'm sticking with that. I think they'll win one in Miami, and I think they take it in 7.
So you're going with the Knicks in 7.
Yeah,
wow.
Knicks in 7.
Look, I mean, I think not having Randall is a big deal.
Yeah, for sure it is. I think eventually he's gonna come back.
They need a bully guy like him to go up against some of the they play pretty scrappy, Miami.
Yeah.
Brunson, I think they're gonna game plan around shutting down Brunson. And then who else do you got on that team?
Yeah.
Mitchell Robinson? What is he gonna do? Josh Hart?
Joshy.
I mean, RJ Barrett? I mean, stop it. If you told me Derrick Rose was starting, that's different. That might switch completely. But, they for some reason want to go with the youth movement, and they don't even want to put D Rose off the bench for 15 minutes.
Yeah, they should put on the bench.
It's ridiculous.
I give you that.
But that's why they're going to lose this series.
Okay.
Absolutely, they have no chance of winning this series. No chance at all. Knick fans, sorry, you guys are not winning this series. Get out of there. This is another enjoy your first round victory. You're not winning this series. Enjoy every single game. There's no chance the Knicks are winning this. Absolutely. It's already done. It's absolutely done. You have no chance. It's kind of like when you're like, you got a job, Big Ree, and you're making $17 an hour, right?
Yeah.
$17 an hour. And you're like, okay, like cool. And then you go and there's like, you go on the job boards. This job is paying like $48 an hour. And you're like, they're like, oh, no bachelor's degree required. We welcome all applications. Don't be shy. You never know. They actually say that in the job description. And you're applying and you're like, hey, maybe I get a shot here. But you know damn well you got no shot here.
You miss 100% of the shots.
Nobody's giving you that job. You're not making $48 an hour.
Yeah.
Just stop it. There's going to be, because of that job description, they got 1,000 people applying. You just got no chance.
Yeah.
It's the same thing here. Knicks got no chance. They're not winning this series. It's done. That's it. Don't just enjoy the games, but it's gonna be tough watching those games and watching your team lose here. Dude, Knicks. I like Miami in 5.
5. Damn.
I'm taking Miami in
5.
In 5 here. In 5.
Which is great.
I don't see it. Especially if Randall comes back and he's healthy, Miami in 6. But if Randall misses another game or two, Miami's winning in 5.
Yeah.
And like I said, none of these teams are. This is just the consolation. This is a toilet bowl series here,
Yeah, totally.
because none of these guys are winning the East. It's the same thing. None of these.
To be
teams,
clear, yeah.
they're not winning the East. But look, Knicks are not winning. Sorry for whoever's a Knicks fan. You guys are gonna watch every game with your Knicks jersey on, rooting for them, but you guys got no chance. You might as well just skip the game, go to the Halal guys out on 54th Street.
53rd and 6.
53rd and 6. Go enjoy some Halal guys. Enjoy that. Don't waste your money on a game. Don't waste your money at a bar. Just go get some good food. Don't waste your time. Your team's not winning. And so I'm going to make that clear. One fact that I did want to throw out, Big Ree, is I think I read somewhere where this is the first time in NBA history that the 1 through 8 seeds.
Yeah, which is great.
That's pretty cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. Made it to the second round. So 2 toilet bowl series. Teams are gonna, at least the Lakers series is gonna be good to watch. That's gonna be fun. Knicks and Miami. Not super excited about that series, to be honest. But Knicks got no chance. Anyhow, so that's gonna do it for the round 2. Quickly, I just want to get into the real quick, Big Ree, into the NBA draft. We got the NBA draft lottery coming up May 16th, boys and girls, and then the NBA draft is June 22nd. So I want to throw some dates out. That's in Brooklyn, New York. I'm not going to be able to make it this year to Brooklyn, New York, but I definitely want to get out there at some point. Hopefully, you never know. Maybe this year, who knows? You never know. Last minute.
You just never know.
Most likely not, though. Summer League, July 7th to 17th in Las Vegas. I will most likely be out there. Big Ree, are you coming?
I don't know. We'll see.
You'll see. Okay, but there's nothing like Summer League. That's always a fun experience. But real quick on the draft lottery, Big Ree, we got the percentages. I just want to see real quickly what would be an interesting team. Like what's
Spurs?
You got Detroit's got the number 1 odds.
Okay.
Houston, and then you got the Spurs, and then Charlotte number 4.
I just want to see Victor
Wembanyama.
I want him to go to San Antonio with Pop.
You want him to go to San Antonio?
Yeah.
You know me, I got a little bit of love for the city of Detroit, and so I would love for him to get go to Detroit and get matched up with Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Marvin Bagley, Wiseman, so that'd be a lot of young talent. But Houston, I wouldn't want him to go there.
I don't want him to go to Houston.
San Antonio, I definitely don't want him to go there.
I want him to go to San Antonio. We got some of our fans in
For the city of San Antonio, there's not much going on there.
We have some fans out there too, Stan, Drew.
Yeah, so
shout out.
I think it would be good for the city of San Antonio. Charlotte, I don't want to see him go there. Portland would be interesting. That'd be cool. But Orlando, they got a lot of young talent. Indiana, I don't want him to see go there. Washington, him and Porzingis on the same team.
Pingus.
That'd be interesting. Utah, don't go there. Dallas. What if he goes to Dallas with Kyrie and Luka? Woo-hoo! That would be fire, Big Ree. But that would be nice. Chicago, I would like to see Chicago sneak in there. Oklahoma City, Chet,
they're already 2
and
stars.
Wembanyama.
They're already 2
But
stars.
that would be sick if they got in there. Toronto, I definitely don't want him to go to Toronto.
Nobody wants to go to Toronto.
But New Orleans, imagine Zion, Brandon Ingram, Wembanyama.
They would trade Zion.
CJ.
Yeah, honestly, I think they would trade Zion if they got one.
I don't know. I think these guys. I think New Orleans is a contender with Zion. You had Wembanyama. Okay, gun to your head, Big Ree. Is one of the bottom 5 teams gonna jump into the top 4?
No.
No. Okay.
There's a gun to my head. I gotta go against with odds.
Got it. I'm gonna have my popcorn ready for this. I
Yeah.
cannot wait for the draft lottery. It's like I said, May 16th.
Yeah.
So get your ready. I want to watch this one, and then the draft June 22nd. But summer league July 7th to 17th.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
And that's it. And I want to give a shout out to Ty Lue. He did an amazing job for the Clippers. You know, he deserves a big extension.
Do you think he's getting fired though?
He deserves an extension.
Do you think he gets an extension? I don't think he's the coach next season.
Damn, bold prediction.
I'm not saying he's getting fired. I just don't think he's the coach next season.
So he's
And then I'm gonna pull what all these people pull, all these media guys. Sources, inside sources, are saying that Ty Lue will not be the Clippers. I'm hearing that Ty Lue will not be the Clippers head coach for the 23-24 season. I'm gonna leave it at that. Sources indicate.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right.
Sign off, Big Reed.
Peace out, guys.